Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another playthrough of Disney Villainous only on Tabletop Simulator. In today's video, I'm going to be playing as Hades from Hercules. His objective is to start his turn with 3 Titans at Mount Olympus. It may sound simple enough, but just you wait, because there are some fake cards that will prevent the Titans from coming closer to Mount Olympus, and they could also get trapped by certain characters, certain heroes. Whoops. I already drew the 4th card right here, but I thought I didn't draw it the way I wanted it to be. So frustrating. But anyway, go ahead and flip these over. Alright. So I end up getting Panic, which if Hades is at Panic's location, like for example, if Panic is in the underworld and Hades is in the underworld, then the cost to play items, allies, and Titan cards is reduced by 1 power, which means it's going to be a lot cheaper than we ever expected. Then we have 3 effect cards. Planets Align is where you untrap 1 or more Titans in your realm. The cost to play Planets Align is equal to the number of Titans you untrap. Then we have Eye of Fates, which I will probably play because it allows you to reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal an ally or a Titan, which I definitely want. Put that ally or Titan into your hand, then discard the rest that you already draw. And last but not least, we have I Rule, which allows you to gain 1 power for each ally and Titan in your discard pile, which I don't have right now, but probably in the future I will get some soon. But for now, let's start this playthrough by going to the gardens, and I'm going to play this solo, which means that I only have 20 turns to get through the winning conditions and stuff like that. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 power to play Eyes of the Fate to try to get a Titan. At least I hope. And right out the bat, well, not right out the bat, because the first draw is a Mortality Potion, and I end up getting a Hydros, which is a Titan, an Ice Titan. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, all Titans can only be played to the underworld, which means you have to place that card into the underworld. Now, for this Titan's ability, heroes at Hydros location gets -1 strength and cannot be moved by fate cards. So that's exactly what I need. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And, this is kind of a tricky situation. I don't know just yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and spend the last power to put Panic in the gardens. And also, ladies and gentlemen, this Hades has no activation symbols. And by activation symbols, I meant he doesn't have the activated action, and he also does not have move a hero action. So, right now, he does have Vanquish, and he has Fate, which means he can fate anyone if you're playing this with your friend, or if you're playing this solo, you can fate yourself. Which reminds me, let's go ahead and roll the Fate dice, which is my least favorite. Not because I end up getting fated, but let's just say I tried to roll the dice accurately of a roll, and it didn't roll. And sometimes I misclick it. So I end up getting a 9, which means I don't get fated. I draw 1 card to reveal a Hydra, which is an ally. And that is it for this round. So a Hydra is when Hydra is used to defeat a hero. You may put Hydra into your hand instead of discarding him, which will come in handy. And these creatures has a strength of 3. Oh yeah, and by the way, Panic has a strength of 2, so he's not as strong, but his ability may come in handy. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to go ahead and head to the Underworld to gain 2 power. Then I'm going to spend the 2 power that I just gained, spend it on Hydro. And just a reminder, if Hades were at Panic's location, then the cost of playing allies, items, and titans can be reduced by only 1. So since I'm not at Panic's location, I can spend the irregular amount of what the how much power does the titan cost. So for Hydros, it's 2 power. And I cannot move Hydros. I can't use it to vanquish any heroes. So I think that is it for now. Let's see what I get. An 8, so I don't get faded. And I end up getting a Chariot. So now that's it for this turn. So a Chariot is an item card. Once pre-turn, if Hades is at this location, you may move Hades and Chariot to any location and perform 1 available action at the new location. You cannot use Chariot to perform fate actions, which is quite understandable. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do here, I'm going back to the gardens and gain 3 power. I'm going to gain 3 power. Then I'm going to discard 2 cards to make some room if I end up getting another Titan. And I don't have anything to play, at least not just yet, because I'm going to save my power until we get some more. But until then, let's roll the fate dice. And I end up rolling 4. Oh yeah, and by the way, when you play this on solo, if there is a location that any villain is at that doesn't have a fate symbol, then you have to roll the fate dice in order to determine your fate. And you have to draw 2 cards. But if the number of the dice you roll is either a 1 or a 4, then you get fated. If it's higher than these 2 lower numbers, that means you don't get fated. So I end up getting fated, and apparently I have a medallion, which is an item card that I use to attach a hero, which is completely pointless because there are no heroes right now. And then I have Go the Distance, which is to either move an untrapped Titan 2 locations away, which, by the way, he's already away from the Mount Olympus, so that's pointless. And ignore all abilities and Titan's ability, or move a hero to any location, which I don't have. So I'm going to draw the 3rd card, and I end up getting, I'm never going to get used to this guy's name. I'm going to place him right here, and what he does is that when Hermes is played, if Zeus is in Hades' realm, you may move Zeus to any location. Otherwise, find Zeus and put him on the top of the Hades fate deck. So that's what he does. And because Zeus is not in Hades' realm, I'm going to go ahead and technically I am going to find him, and what I'll do is that I am going to place him, shuffle once, and then flip it over. There we go. He's on top of the Hades fate deck. Then I draw 2 cards to reveal Get Ready to Rumble, and of course Rage, which is a condition card. Okay, so there we go. So we're down to 17 turns. And I think what I need to do next is I am going to go to the Underworld once again to gain 2 power. Then I'm going to move Hydros right here. And by the way, this character does not trap Titans. But there are certain characters that will trap Titans at the very moment. Like, for example, Zeus, of course. So right now, Hydros is in Thebes. He's not that close just yet, but Hermes will get -1 strength, and there's a possibility that I might vanquish him, but not just yet. I need to play another card. I don't know what to play just yet. You know what? I am going to hold up because I'm not positively sure. Oh yeah, before I go ahead and roll the dice, Get Ready to Rumble is either pay 2 power to move an untrapped Titan to any adjacent location, or pay 5 power to move an untrapped Titan 2 locations away. So it may be advantage or a disadvantage. So rage a condition card, excuse me. During their turn, which is another player's turn, if another player defeats a hero with a strength of 3 or more, you may play rage. Move a hero in your realm to any location. So that's what these 2 cards does. Let's roll the dice. Oh my goodness. I almost got a 5, but instead I get a 3. Which means I get faded. Now, it doesn't matter if you roll a 2 or a 3. If you roll a lower number that's not higher than like 10 or 5, then that means that you will get faded. So, let's go ahead and check this out. And of course, I have to put, where do I put him? You know what? I'm just going to put him right in the gardens. Just because. This Titan is coming closer, and by the time he gets to that, his ability will be cancelled, and Zeus will already been trapped and stuff. Already trapped the Titans at this point, excuse me. So this is the best time for me to... That's the end of that turn. This is the best time for me to bring Hydra in, because Zeus has the strength of 5, which makes him the strongest, along with another character, which I won't get to until we get him at this point. If not, then we should be very lucky. Alright, so I don't draw any cards because I have a limited of 4. So that is it. Next, I'm going to go ahead and head to the gardens to gain 1, 2, 3 power. Then I'm going to spend 2 power to bring up Hydra. I'm going to bring up Hydra. And I cannot discard anything because the Zeus has covered up the top of the board. So now I just gotta go ahead and roll the fate dice. No. I wanted to roll. And I always does that. And I end up getting a 2, which means I regret my roll. But you know what? It is what it is, and now I just gotta follow it. So what we have is either go the distance and the gospel truth, which is pretty like a bad card. It's not a bad card. Well, technically it's bad if you want to try to complete your objective. It says that I have to discard, the gospel truth is where I have to discard an item or an ally. And I have 2 allies. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with this one, and I choose to move a hero to any location. So I'm gonna put Hermes right here. I'm going to put Hermes right here on the Underworld. He doesn't do anything. He's back with 3 strength because he's not close to the Titan, of course. There. So I draw 1 card. Come on, draw 1 card to reveal another Titan. Yes! And that is it. So now I need to make a decision. I think what I'll do next is I am going to go to Mount Olympus to gain 1 power. But I'm going to spend 2 to bring another Titan, which is Stratos. When Stratos is moved, you may move a hero from his new location to an adjacent location, which means somewhere close. And I really just wanted to move Hydros. I just don't know just yet. You know what? I am going to save that for later, because I'm going to automatically fate myself since I landed on a location that has the fate action symbol. And I forgot to mention about Lightning Ball. Lightning Ball chooses a location in Hades' realm. All Titans at that location are trapped. But we end up getting Hercules, which means the Titan cannot be moved from Hercules' location. So I'm going to have him go over here. And this is a problem. This is a problem that has escalated pretty quickly, because now we got Zeus and we got Hercules, and both of them has a strength of 5. And this is exactly what I was talking about. These 2 heroes are the strongest. Are the strongest one in this expansion, which I never played the real actual expansion, you know. But I am going to draw 1 card to reveal Achilles' heels, which to choose a hero, that hero gets -2 strength until the end. Until the end of my turn, of course. And that'll be it. We're down to 14 turns. Alright, so this is where the part to play through where it gets a little bit frustrating. So I think what I should do right now is I am going to, let's see. I don't know at this point. I am going to go over here to Thebes. And I'm going to discard 2 cards because 1, I need to make some room if I end up getting another Titan. And then I'm going to automatically fate myself since I landed on a location that requires like a fate symbol or something like that. We have Pegasus, which is when Pegasus is played, you may move a untrapped Titan from his location to an adjacent location. Or we end up getting Hera. Now Hera is when Hera is played or moved, depending on what you choose best, you may move a Titan to her new location. That Triton is trapped. I'm going to have her be played right over here. And by the time I defeat these, and by the time when I defeat either Hercules, Zeus, or Hermes, I'm going to have to move her. You know what, it's not likely possible if I'm going to move her, because it requires either some sort of card to do that. So since I played her, I'm going to have Hydro. No, he cannot move. But I think Stratos will be the first one to head to Mount Olympus, even though that may be either cheating or a disadvantage for the heroes, but that I don't see any way. I know I could see a way where I could place her on top of here, or here, or here. But no matter how you see it, they're still going to get trapped anyways. So, draw 2 cards to reveal Get Ready to Rumble, and another Titan, which now I got 3 Titans, and that's the end of the turn. So now We're down to the wire once again. I'm going to go to the gardens. And I am going to, not spin, but I'm going to gain 3 power. And I'm going to spend the 3 power that I just already obtained and bring Argus right over here. Which means that now I have 3. And all that's left for me to do is to have them be in the Mount Olympus, which Stratos is already there. And I almost forgot about his ability. Because that Stratos has been moved, whether it's by some sort of fate card, or some sort of like other cards in the villain's deck, or possibly when you land it on a location that has an action symbol where you can move allies or titans or even items, I get a chance to move a hero. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move Hercules and have him join his father. But that will cause him to allow the Hydros to move and stuff. Let's see what I just did here. I play a card. Well, actually, I spin the power. Well, I gain the power, and I spin it to play Argus. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All that's left is to roll the dice. I can't even talk. Phew, a 10, which means I don't get faded. And then we have Nesu. Nesu is an ally that I need to defeat one of these heroes. That's it for this turn. 12 turns left. Nesu, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it though. If Nesu is used to defeat a hero with a strength of 3 or less, gain 2 power, which is not going to be likely possible because I'm about to use him to join Hydra and Panic to defeat one or 2 heroes. So the best thing that I'm going to do here is go to the Underworld, and I can't play... No. Let's try this again. The best thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Mount Olympus to gain 1 power. Then I'm going to spend 3 power to bring Nesu into the realm. He has a strength of 4, Hydra has a strength of 3, and Panic with a strength of 2. So let's see what we have here. So 4, 5, 6. So we have a total of 9 strength. So I don't think I'm going to defeat both. I can only defeat only one. I can only defeat only one in my opinion, of course. But they don't have a less strength. But regardless of that, I think that's about it. Oh, and I get faded. Then we have the Gospel of Truth again, and then we have Megra. When Megra is played, you may move a hero from her location to any location. Alright, so let's say I put her... I don't want to discard an ally because that will put me in a disadvantage, and even though it will make the game pretty... Sorry about that, I have to take care of some business, but what I was trying to say is that if I try to play this card, then I will remove an ally, and it will make things difficult for me to get these, like, heroes like Hercules and Zeus to be removed. So, I must say that Megra, I'm choosing Megra, and I'm gonna have her go to this guy. go to the underworld, because if you've seen the movie, you know what's going on. And I'm going to place him, he is at her location, which is the underworld. And I choose to have him to be in Thieves again. But that means he still has a -1 strength and stuff. And what else do I need to do? Oh yes, I need to draw one card to reveal Pain. I definitely need another ally. So we're down to 11 rounds. Or should I say 11 turns. Okay, so here's the thing. For Pain, when Pain is moved, you may move a hero from Pain's previous location to his new location. Hopefully this means I get to move these characters here. But I need to deal with something else first. So first off, I am going to go over here, and I am going to move Argus right here. And because of his ability, I am gaining 1 power because he's been moved. And Hermes doesn't affect any Titans whatsoever. Then I'm going to go ahead and try to vanquish with 3 combinations. Or technically, probably 2 combinations instead. So I think I'm going to go ahead and target at Hercules. And that'll be it for him. And that leads me to another puzzle question. If I bring the combinations of Hydra and Nesu, and if I use the 2 of them to defeat a certain hero with more or less strength, technically more strength, does that mean the abilities is cancelled? I know his was because he can only gain 2 power when he defeats a hero with less strength, or 3. And right now Hercules is 5. But what about Hydra? When Hydra is used to defeat a hero, I don't know if it's single-handedly or just to have help with other allies. But I must say that I am going to put Hydra in my hand. And what I'll do is that the next time, if I manage to play anything, and I always forget about the panic abilities, and I don't know if I actually played any cards. Sometimes mistakes happens, and I just wish I haven't made that mistake, but I'll probably do that again, and the next time I have to remember the abilities at this time. So, I think we're done with that, hopefully. So now, let's roll the fate dice, see what we get. Apparently it's almost slightly a 6, but it says 10, which means I don't get fated, and that is it. Because I have 5 cards, and I need to get rid of 1 of them. So, next up, I am going to head to the gardens and gain 3 power. Then I have to remember, because I landed on a location where Panic is at, I will play a card. I'm going to bring back the Hydra by spending 1 power, because Panic's ability is where you can play a card, but the cost of it reduced by 1, which means it's cut in half. So I'm going to bring Hydra back once again, so that he could help us defeat Zeus. And that's about it. So now I gotta roll no, that's not what I want. I don't want it to like flip over like it's a roll. Even though it is, but I wanted to shake it. Because shaking it is a lot of fun. And then we roll, and I end up rolling 8, which means I don't get fated. And that is it, because I have a limit of 4 cards. We're down to the wire here. We're down to the wire here. So now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place Hades into the underworld. And let's see. And here's the thing. I'm going to vanquish Zeus with 2 combination cards. Hydra and Nessu. So, he is gone. Hopefully we don't have to worry about this ever again. If so, then we might be in trouble. So, I put the Hydra in my hand. And because Nessu can only defeat a hero with 3 or less in order to gain power, that ability is cancelled. And now, I get to do the other free stuff, which is to play... No, I don't get to play it because I landed on the underworld, excuse me. So this is my chance to put one Titan, to move one Titan right over here, which they're almost closer. They're almost inches away. He's almost inches away to Mount Olympus, while Hydro is not getting there. So what's left to do is to... No, that's not what I wanted. I don't want it to, like, flip. Ugh. Keep messing up. But I'm going to count this as a roll, and I end up getting a 9, which means I don't get faded. And that is it for this turn. So now it's crunch time. I need to catch things up a bit. So, go here to gain 1, 2, 3 power. Then I'm going to have to play... Oh boy. I'm going to have to play a card here. Don't know which one. I'm going to have to play a card here. But I think I'm going to spend 2 power to bring Hydra to the Mount Olympus because I needed him to defeat Hera. Sorry about that. I had to take care of some business. And I don't even know where I was at. Well, where I was at is that let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh my goodness, now I got lost because I was busy doing some business and I lost track. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So I finally figured it out. So here's the thing. I gain 3 power and I spend only 1 because I forgot to mention that Panic's ability is whatever Hades, this player piece, is in Panic's location, and the cost to play an ally, item, and Titan cards is reduced by 1, which means it goes down by 1. So I spend only 1 power to place the Hydra there. Then I have another choice to play another card at the very least. I wish I could move Megra, but there's no move a hero's action in Hades' realm. I can play a card, and I can also discard one. But I think for the majority of things, I'm just only discarding 1 card right now, and that'll be it. So now I gotta roll the fate dice. A 1, which means I get faded. It's not a good roll, but it will have to do. Let's see what I get. I end up getting Phil, which is a hero that Phil and Hercules gets +1 strength if Hercules is in Hades' realm, which he isn't, so that means I'm going to have to place the medallion on, let's just say Hera, because she's another strong character. Even though her strength is 4, she's not as strong as Zeus and Hercules. But regardless, she gains another additional strength, which means she has a total of 6. So that means that I need to place an ally that has the total amount of 6. Then I draw one card to reveal Service. Yes! 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 I don't know why I'm saying yes, but that is the end of this turn. We're down to 7 turns, and what I need to do right now is that I need to go ahead and go to the underworld so that I can move Argus from the gardens to Mount Olympus. But that also means he gets trapped there. And I think I'm almost forgot about his ability, because when I move him to the gardens, I get another 1 power. I gain 1 power. And I think I forgot about this. And this is why you lost track whenever you're taking care of business and stuff. So I gain 1 power for the gardens that I move him. And I gain another power because I move him to Mount Olympus right now. But he is trapped because of Hera. And even though Hera doesn't cancel the abilities of the Titans or anything, but, you know, they're still trapped regardless. They didn't say before or after. So, yeah, that kind of confuses me. So now I move him, and then I need to vanquish someone. Well, I can't vanquish anyone right now. At least not that I know of. So I'm going to have to roll the fate dice. And I get, a 4. I'm hoping that I don't get a lower number, but it's not happening. So that means I get fated. And then I shuffle 5 times, which is not a good sign. So let's see what I get. Oh my goodness, this is a bad one. Zeus is back. So now I gotta place him... Oh boy. I gotta place him back in the gardens, because why not? Why not? He's the most difficult to defeat at this time. And I draw no cards, so that means that's the end of this turn. We're getting too close. So now I'm going to go over here to gain 1, 2, 3 power. And then since I'm in Panic's location, I'm going to spin only 2 power to play Service. His total amount to play Service originally is 3, but because I landed in Panic's location, the cost to play an ally and stuff reduces by 1. So that means that I only have to spend 2 for Service. So for Service, according to what it says, I'm going to place him right here so that... I'm going to place him right here at the garden so that he can help the others to defeat Zeus. So what it says is that when Service performing a vanquish action, Service may be used to defeat a hero at his location or at any adjacent, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but any location that is closest to where he's at, which I think that is the case. So I gain power, I spend some, and now all I have to do is roll the dice again. Okay, it's 6, which means I don't get fated. Draw 1 card to reveal, get ready to rumble, and that is it. So now I'm down to the wire here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to head to the underworld. Then I'm going to go ahead and use Service and Mr. Netsu, because the total of 4 strength equals 8. So I use this 8 of the strength of the combination of Service and Netsu to defeat Zeus, and poof, he's gone. And then it is about time to move a hero. So I think I'm just going to go ahead, and I really wanted to move the Ice Titan, but let me see if I could think closely. I wanted to move the Ice Titan because we're getting close to the winning condition. see. If I move service here, so that I can, I don't know. You know what? This is a risky move, but I'm going to go ahead and move the Ice Titan right here. Or should I say Hydros here, because there's no other way. I want to win this game, but this is the part that gets a little bit frustrating. So now, that's all that I can do at this point. Five, so I don't get faded, and that is that. We're down to 4 turns. It is crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. It is crunch time. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to the gardens, and I'm going to discard 2 cards, even though I need the Achilles heel, but because Megara blocked the play card and the amount of power, which is 2, I can't even do it. So now I'm screwed. So I think I also gained 3 power. And let's see. And I think I'm going to go ahead and spin 2 power. Well, actually 1, because I landed on Panic's location. And I'm going to have Pain to head it to Mount Olympus to do his thing, you know? When Pain is moved, which I'm not planning to, he has a strength of 2, which leads us to a total of 5. So him and Hydra could defeat. Well, actually, they can't because Hydra has a 6 total strength because of the medallion. So now I just need another, you know. But that leaves a question. Do you still win this battle, even if the Titans are trapped in Mount Olympus, if Hera is there? That's kind of hard to tell. But I think that's about it. So now, this is getting nerve-wracking. No, that's not what I want. I wanted to shake, then throw, and let it roll. And I still end up getting a 1 anyway, so this is not good. Oh no, we have go the distance. I can either choose a Titan to move 2 steps away from Mount Olympus, which is not good, and ignore all the heroes and Titans' abilities, or move a hero to any location. I think I'm going to have to move any hero to any location, and I think I'm going to choose Megara, because I desperately needed that play card here. And now, and because I discard Achilles' heels, I can't get it back unless I have to reshuffle it again. So I draw 3 cards to end up getting I Rule, Mortality Potion, which is exactly what I need, and of course Planets Align. So I think that's it. So we're down to 3 turns. So 1, 2, I gain 2 power. And then I'm going to spend the power that I just gained and just place a Mortality Potion on Hera, because I need to get rid of her, especially with that medallion involved. So I'm going to have to use my Titans. So 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use 2 Titans to defeat Hera, which is by vanquishing. And here's what the Mortality Potion does. What it does is when Mortality Potion is played, attached to a hero, Titans used to defeat that hero are not discarded. So that's why I need that Mortality Potion, excuse me. So, yippee. Hera is gone. She is no longer too much of a trouble. And then this is my opportune chance to move Hydro. To move Hydro here, along with the other 2 allies, and the other 2 Titans. And that is it. And usually I roll the dice to determine whether I get faded or not, but instead I'm going to go ahead and just draw 2 cards and see what prevents this from happening. Well, what we have here is we have choose a location in Hades' realm. All Titans at that location are trapped, or the medallion one, which you have to attach it to a hero, like Megara and this guy. Let's see here. This is a tough decision because what if I choose poorly? What if I want them trapped like right here, and then that would be a total fail. So let's just say that all of them get trapped in Mount Olympus, even though that's not how it works. But it says, choose a location. So let's just say if another player chooses the location that you want the advantage, like for example Mount Olympus. But what if the other player decided to choose like the underworld? That will be like a screw over to your advantage to win this whole game as Hades. So let's just say I use this card, use the lightning bolt, to have all the Titans in Mount Olympus stay trapped there instead of the underworld, because remember, I only have 3 turns. And even fake decks is, not fake decks, fake cards is a disadvantage to your objectives and all that kind of stuff. But since I'm playing this solo, I am going to go ahead and choose a location which is Mount Olympus for some reason. Even though that's like a disadvantage to the heroes, but what if they made a terrible mistake? Who knows? Anyways, I draw 1 card. I end up getting another Titan. And that's the end. I only have 2 turns. And let's say I go right here. Or go to Mount Olympus. Just because Hades there with his Titans. But regardless, what matters right now is that the game is over. And this is my several attempts to make this video playthrough, because I have a hard time when it comes to strategy and hard thinking and all that kind of stuff. And the reason is because it's very complicated and some of these fake cards have some disadvantages. But maybe next time I can make it a little bit difficult, but I can guarantee you that it's going to be a lose-lose situation, especially if you're playing as Hades. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this sensational gaming channel, and I'll see you all in the next playthrough.